Kick-ass facts, ba pew pew pew, and welcome to the 800th episode of Kick-ass Facts. For centuries in Europe, doctors prescribed remedies made from human remains. Powdered mummy was used for headaches, skull for epilepsy, and even fresh human blood for vitality. This so-called corpse medicine was surprisingly mainstream until the 1700s. In 1922, insulin was first used to treat diabetic children in a Toronto hospital. Picture it, Toronto, 1922. Many of them were in comas from diabetic ketoacidosis. As the last child in the ward was injected, the first began waking up. Parents watched their children come back to life literally before their eyes. It was one of medicine's most dramatic breakthroughs. In 1982, the horror film Poltergeist, the crew used real skeletons bought from a medical supply company because they were cheaper than making props. Actress JoBeth Williams didn't realize at the time that she was thrashing in a muddy pool with actual human bones. Did no one realize what the whole movie was about? Did that happen to escape their notice? The Codex Gigas, is the largest surviving medieval manuscript, almost 3 feet tall, weighing over 160 pounds, with 310 parchment leaves made from donkey skins. Written in Latin in the early 1200s, it includes the complete Bible, historical texts, medical guides, calendars, and incantations. Its most famous page is a massive, unsettling, full-body portrait of the devil, which gave rise to its nickname. Legend says a monk who broke his vows was sentenced to death, but promised to create a book containing all human knowledge in a single night. Realizing it was impossible, he supposedly made a pact with Satan, who helped him finish it, hence the devil's portrait. Scholars believe it was actually the work of one monk over decades, as the handwriting is strikingly uniform from start to finish, suggesting a single author. Since the late 1970s, a shortwave signal known as the buzzer has broadcast a monotone 24/7. Every so often, it breaks with a Russian voice message. No one outside of the Russian military knows its true purpose, and it has fueled dozens of spy theories. Several nuclear weapons have been lost in accidents. One famous case is the Tybee bomb, dropped in 1958 near Savannah, Georgia, and never recovered. It is believed to be buried safely in sediment, but it's still out there. Dun dun dun. A 2006 report estimated that unclear prescriptions contributed to over 1 million medical errors a year in the United States, leading to thousands of deaths. This is a big reason electronic prescribing is now the standard. Doug Hegdahl was a 20-year-old U.S. Navy soldier when his ship came under fire in 1967 and he was captured by the North Vietnamese, imprisoned in the infamous Hanoi Hilton. He played the part of a clueless farm boy, pretending to be illiterate and dim-witted. The guards underestimated him so badly that they let him roam the camp, run errands, and even sweep the prison yard. Secretly, he was memorizing details about his fellow prisoners, 256 names, ranks, and capture dates, using a sing-song rhyme set to the nursery tune Old MacDonald Had a Farm. When he was released early as a propaganda gesture, he brought back the names and proof of mistreatment. This intelligence was crucial as it helped the U.S. military confirm who was alive and exposed the abuse in the North Vietnamese prisons. Fellow POWs called him the incredibly stupid one as a badge of honor for his brilliant deception. Somnophobia is the fear of falling asleep. People with it often worry about nightmares, dying in their sleep, or losing control. The fear can become so intense that they avoid going to bed, leading to dangerous sleep deprivation. Over 99% of all species that have ever lived are extinct. Fewer than 1% remain today, and many scientists argue that humans are driving unusually rapid extinctions compared with natural background rates. Pregnancy tests detect a hormone called HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin, which is usually only high during pregnancy, but in very rare cases, some kidney problems, certain cancers, or other medical issues can cause elevated HCG levels, leading to a false positive on a pregnancy test. So, if a man takes a pregnancy test, a biological male takes a pregnancy test, and it's positive, it could mean something unusual is going on, like a hormone-producing tumor or serious kidney issue.